As long as you don't do that at Walmart.
Not yet. And he was stuck in feet upstairs still. I can give it to him. Yep.
We're about the same temperature. Oh, you.
Upstairs, and it's zone 2.
That generates.
But downstairs has zone 0.
Oh, wow.
But I took 45 minutes to vacuum after the shower. It's not bad. And it was self-propelled vacuum. But, it's bigger than you so I was
Back here.
Right down here.
Lower that. Spring sing.
I did too. Lots of colors.
And then your nose is going
Well, that's why we're late. Yes. We just aren't used.
I've got a question for you. Your daughter had hip surgery?
Yes. Well, she initially tore her labrum. It's very common for dancers. But when they did that, they also found out that she had an odd orientation of her hip in terms of
I've got a student that sounds just like this.
her hip was too far forward and too far out, so they had to basically take and break her hip and reposition the socket so it's now naturally, and they also repaired the labrum at the same time.
I think this kid, she doesn't take but 1 hour or so a week, so I don't think she heard it in dance. She had a soccer coach who was doing a lot of weights, and I think that's where she initially got her.
Could be. I mean,
She's in a situation where her mom lives in Arizona. Her dad just broke up with the lady that kind of raised her. And I asked her, I said, well, let me know about, if you're going to have surgery this summer. And she said, well, I don't think my dad's even going to be in the doctor's office. So, yeah. I mean, this does not feel loved and well taken care of. So, I'm concerned about her, and I wondered what your daughter went through. But she was supposed to have an endoscopy this summer at Children's Hospital, and she told me that I don't think Dad's even coming.
Because yeah, it depends. Because sometimes like labor care can be painful, but a lot of times with dancers, they don't even, like, you don't even notice it. So probably a lot more
She
dancers have it.
notices it.
Yeah.
She can't let the surgery She had an MRI, it's not the labor. It's something
I could
else.
read as fast as I can, and you got me.
So, and then my daughter also has. They found that she has
You have to be over here, so you're.
connective tissue disorder. Hypermobile of all her joints. She can literally, like the other day, she literally picked up a soda can and sort of ran the wrong way while she was drinking it, and she found her wrist slid out of the joint. All of her joints are like that. So that's why she gets hurt. We finally figured out why she gets hurt so much, is because all of her joints are super loose. So anything like you and I would stumble and we'd like twist her
What
ankle.
about her growth pads? Are her growth pads normal?
Yeah. So she's just going through PT to strengthen up her body.
When the weather warms up,
This is like being laid on the floor again. Stop playing, you guys will never
Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry, this works. It's just a little bit more intimate, squeezed together, but I think it still works. So, did get a chance to redesign the room. As you know, the space gets used a lot. Probably it's a big thing. So, thanks, Skip, for getting that set up. Sure. So, how is everyone doing today? Freezing. Yeah. Well, I heard we're supposed to get snow later today. No. Yeah. Yeah. So, the coldest Memorial Day I think I've ever experienced. So. Are you getting picked on, Scott?
Chet takes care of himself.
Well, we are continuing on here with the Holy Currencies, and today we're talking about gracious leadership, which comes as no surprise that any organization needs leadership, right? And so that kind of flows into that cycle of blessing and is a currency that the church needs. So, and there's a variety of types of leadership that are part of that currency of relationship. So I'm going to share with you as just a way to think about that from, this is a supplemental book that Eric Law wrote about some of the, it gives a little bit more details and things like that, but he is really creative in case you haven't figured this out, but he writes about leadership as a kind of a creative process. So I'm going to read this to you and you'll kind of see, you'll pick up on it. It's called Artist-Leader. And he says, as a writer, sometimes I've come up with the ideas that the conventional English language, remember he's Chinese, by the way, ethnically. I think he's American now, but he comes out of a Chinese background. As a writer, sometimes I've come up with the ideas that conventional English language did not have existing words to describe. So I created new words or terms by connecting words that have not been coupled or combined before. Here are some examples of coupling words, some hyphenated, some not, that I have used. It says grace, margin, holy currencies, waste equals resource, network globally, connect locally, ancient dash future dash now, artist dash leader, sustenance, and graceonomics. The presence of hyphenated words and intentional coupling of previously unrelated words are indication of the emergence of something new, a new concept, a new idea, a new identity, experience, organization, or community that is so novel we need a new word or phrase to describe it. Matthew Fox, in his book, A Spirituality Named Compassion and the Healing of the Global Village, writes, the very heart of being creative is seeing relationships between matter and form that no one has ever imagined before, or that people deeply want and need to see. The ability to make connections is at the essence of being an artist. Jesus was an artist leader. Artist-leader, as in one word. And that he connected the concept of Messiah with suffering, dying, and giving up of himself for others. When he spoke of these connections, even his friends were not able to accept what he was saying until the whole gospel story was lived out. This is the risk that an artist-leader takes. Gracious leaders are artist leaders. We see connections where there seem to be none. We discover resources in the most unlikely places and then connect them with unlikely recipients. Such ideas seem outrageous for some and downright dangerous for others. Bill Strickland, Jeff Sorrell, Maria Rodriguez-Winter, and Layla Ye are all artist leaders who make connection with people and resources, creating sustainable communities. The people I named in my last book, Greg Boyle, Terry Waite, Muhammad Yunus, and are all leaders. There are many others I'm not able